Because I have trained my mind to be so last minute that when I'm ahead of time, I'm unsettled. Whenever you procrastinate, stop and ask yourself, why is this? Why am I procrastinating? Am I fearful? Am I afraid that I'm going to mess up? If you're doing a presentation and you have to prepare for it, are you holding off on preparing because once you're prepared, then you have to do it? So the longer you take to prepare, the longer it is that you're going to present. Another reason, or perhaps another explanation, could be that you're actually afraid of succeeding. If you present or if you accomplish something and do it well, then you may have the responsibility of having to do it again, or someone else may ask you, oh my gosh, that was great. Can you do that for me? Are you fearing the responsibility? Because if you are, you can always say no. No is a complete sentence. Remember that. Why else would I be procrastinating? Perhaps you simply were overwhelmed. You didn't schedule enough time. You had other things come up, which you can't control that, right? Or perhaps you scheduled enough time, or you thought you had, and then you're sitting there like, okay, is this really necessary? Is this really important? Do I need to do this? And then you get stuck on this, go down the rabbit hole, as they say, of deciding what do I need to get rid of in order to accomplish this other thing. In other words, it sounds crazy, right? Because it is. You're just making excuses and you simply just don't want to do what someone has asked you to do. Or you just don't want to do something that you have to do. Like, I have to study for this exam. I have to go to the store and pick this up or do this. Sometimes it's simple as, I just don't want to do it. And guess what? Sometimes you don't have to do it. Again, no is a complete sentence. Or perhaps, can you do it tomorrow? Seriously, think about it. If you're really tired or you just need a mental break, you just need to sit down, can this task be done tomorrow? If so, do it tomorrow. Don't pressure yourself to be perfect. Don't pressure yourself that everything has to get done today. Your mental health is just as important as the task at hand. What is this about? And the irony is, when I have time, like if I've done everything and we could be packed the day before, even pack the car up, I'm still running around like, oh, I must have missed something. Because I have trained my mind to be so last minute that when I'm ahead of time, I'm unsettled. I wonder, has that happened to you? Does that ever happen where it's kind of like finishing a test early and you studied, but you're sitting there because if you have an extra half an hour, you're going to take it. Because like, there's no way I can be done before other people or before the smartest student in the class. And maybe you actually are really prepared and you are done. But because you have done things out of habit so many times, it's hard to train our minds to be in the present and say, no, you actually have accomplished what you set out to accomplish on time. Let me know your thoughts on